Hello everybody, this is JohnnyMS, and today we're going to talk about Ampyra, Baclofen, Baclofen pump, and my morning routine. So I just want to chat with you guys because I think I've got it down to a little bit of a science now. When I wake up, I get up every morning around 5:30, and I like to have at least an hour and a half before my day starts. And I think what I've found that works really well now is getting up. My legs are kind of iffy in the mornings. Let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 is really bad and 10 is really good. I'm never a 10 or a 9 because I would consider that about normal before MS. But I would say before I have my Ampyra, I would consider myself on a good day around a 5, maybe a 6. So what I've realized is that I get up, I brush my teeth, I do my basic stuff, and then I get out of my bathroom and I start my morning. I usually go make some coffee, I get my meds, and I take my meds every morning. So what I think works really well is my walking isn't very awesome until after I take my Ampyra medication. So I get up, I get my water. I always drink a lot of water before I drink coffee. And what I do is that I take my Ampyra, I let it kind of sit in for 15 minutes at least. So once I give it about 15 minutes, I think my Ampyra really kicks in, and my rating is, I'll say a 7 at most. No, I would say a 6 to 8 in that range. 8 is so rare. I'm not going to say that's common. I would say a 6 or a 7 is a good day for me. If I wake up and I'm a 6, that's a success so far. If I take my Ampyra, that means I'm hopefully around a 7. I would consider that normal, my new normal. I would never say it's good. I would say a good is 8 or 9. I can't remember the last time it was an 8, but it comes for 15 minutes and then it goes. So I've never been a 9 or a 10 in the past 2 or 3 years, I would say. I feel like my walking's gotten a little bit worse every year. So with Ampyra, I just have to take it to let it sit 15 minutes, like I said, and then I have to take my Ampyra before I get in the shower. There's no chance of me standing in the shower for 15, 20 minutes of the shower if I haven't had my Ampyra. If I haven't had my Ampyra, I have to sit the entire time. I do have a seat in my shower so I can sit, but that really doesn't happen unless I have a relapse. And I'm going to knock on wood. I haven't had a relapse in, I'll say, 2 years at least. So I hope that continues. I really hope it's my diet changing. I only eat meat now. I'm carnivore, if you want to call it that. I literally only eat meat, 100% meat. Usually beef, eggs. Actually, that's about it. Beef and eggs. I might eat a little bit of pork here and there, but that's more of a condiment, like a extra. So I think that's my morning that works really well these days, and I hope to keep that up. I enjoy getting up early, like I said, because it gives me an hour to at least reset and get my legs underneath me to relax, let my dog out, things like that. I've had a few people comment on another video about Baclofen versus Ampyra. I tried Baclofen. I stopped Ampyra and I tried Baclofen for about, I think it was about a month. And I didn't really feel any walking improvements. So what I did is that I tried it for, like I said, a month. And then I went back onto Ampyra, and that entire time I journaled. And I just realized that Ampyra works much better for me. I've heard that Baclofen in general works well for other people. I've also heard that Ampyra, it doesn't work for everybody. I heard that it's like a low percentage, maybe 30 to 45% of the people it actually works on. It works on me, so I'm going to keep on doing it. If you're having walking issues and Baclofen doesn't seem to be doing it, I'd recommend Ampyra just to try it out. It may or may not work. I don't know. I did hear in a comment that someone left that I think it was a he, uses a Baclofen pump, and I didn't know what that was, so I had to go research. And what it is, it's an embedded device. Apparently, it goes in your abdomen. It's embedded, and it connects to your spinal cord, and it puts Baclofen directly into the spinal cord. And apparently, that helps a lot for some people. And I'm going to ask my doctor about that, but I don't think I need that yet. If things get worse, maybe I'll ask for it. But at the moment, I think the Ampyra medication just works well. I take 2 a day. I take 1 in the morning, like I said, right when I get up around 5:30 or 6. And I take another one around 12:30, maybe 1 o'clock. So that's about 6 hours apart. And that works really well. I do at the end of the day, at the end of my day, and I think that's just MS, at the end of my day, around 5 or 6 p.m., my walking's worse. I don't know if it's the Ampyra wearing off, or I just don't know if my body's tired at that point. That's why I feel like mornings are much better than afternoons for me. I think it's MS. I think my energy is just worn out, and I'm just tired. I think Ampyra, giving it time to work, like I said, 15 minutes at least, to let the magic start is required. I've already said that in a past video that Ampyra is required with my life now, and I don't see myself going anywhere with that. The other thing I want to talk about is just a little random update. I'm still looking for a job. I have had pretty bad luck it's been about 2 solid months, and I submit probably 3 to 8 job posts every day that I feel like are quality job posts that I do qualify for. And if they respond within, I don't know, a week or 2, it's usually rejections. I've only had 1 phone call with a recruiter with a company, and I met with her for 20 minutes. It wasn't even that long. She was just doing like a general, is my salary request in the range that they want? She just asked me some questions, and we just had a little basic high-level interview. But I didn't hear back, and then at the end of, let's say, a week, she sent me a rejection. So that's the only phone call I've had in about 2 months. The job market is pretty crazy, and I do think that remote jobs for people that need it, I wish we had like a doctor's note or something, like there was like a star that when you submitted a job post, there's a star on it so that they know this is a truly needed remote request, not just a preference. I'd like to have a remote job. I think COVID caused everybody to realize that their jobs can be done remotely. So now everybody's looking for remote, even though they may already have jobs. I've heard, based on articles and other things, that people are actively looking for remote jobs while they already have a job. So I truly think we need like a doctor's note that says, hey, I need it to be remote. I don't know if that's ever going to be a thing, but that would be awesome.